Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are still at the Thors Academy, but we are about to go back to our dormitory because we've talked to everyone after swimming class and I think we're ready to head in for the night. And who knows, maybe we have some nice dinner made by Sharon. Should I go back to the dormitory? Yes, return to the dormitory.
I guess there are cicadas around Trista, too. When I hear them, I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived.
Retiring for the day, Schwarzer?
Instructor Neidhart.
Yeah, he probably saw me looking at him and Elliot before and was wondering, does he know anything?
Yes. Are you heading out too?
Indeed. I have some business to take care of with my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow. With that on the agenda, I thought it wise to finish the day's work early.
Your division? Oh yeah, you were sent here by the Imperial Army, right?
Correct. Though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, while I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month.
You mean that incident in Nord?
The same. Reading the Army's report, it seemed that armed conflict with the Republican Army was a real possibility. While the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that.
Hey, give me a few extra AP and we'll call it a day.
Thanks. You haven't been able to find out anything more about that man with the glasses, have you?
The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon? Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but chose not to share it with us.
I see.
Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there. But I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success?
I do not agree. I think you can create your own luck if you're good enough. I think Rean is.
Well,
Reading your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me. For an army to function, its members need to work together as a group, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if its members disregard authority and act on instinct. You've already been over this in class, I believe?
Yes, Instructor. I realize now that our actions in Nord were rash, that they made things harder for the Lieutenant General. If it wasn't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the man with the glasses too.
If you understand that, I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts. Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions. I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army, but it's vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and importance of that structure, and to respect it.
Yes, Instructor.
Teaching cadets to respect and work within that system should be the job of their class's instructor.
She who shall not be named. That is drinking a beer right now.
Though considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her.
Her? You're talking about Instructor Sara?
Indeed. Granted, she's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an army background, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up on the basics.
Oh. So, do you know what Instructor Sara did before she became an instructor here?
Oh? Is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you were already aware.
Will he tip the veil a little bit? Or is he gonna say, but that's the story you gotta hear from her?
Before she came to Thors, Sara was...
It's not very becoming of a gentleman to go around broadcasting a lady's secrets, you know.
You gotta think that Sara is holding a much closer line on everybody in Class 7 than we realize. That was too perfect.
Instructor Sara.
Instructor Valentine.
I totally understand where you're coming from. You meet a beautiful, captivating lady and you want to know more. But don't let hard-headed officer types like our friend here rub off on you too much. Got it? You always play by the rules, and you'll find yourself in a jam someday when you encounter people who don't.
Instructor?
You're one to talk. I hardly think a capricious instructor who leaves everything to chance is capable of guiding our cadets to greatness.
I think she's more trying to guide us to versatility in any situation.
Well, of course I couldn't do a better job than the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or was that the Provincial Army? I mean, you've got the whole tradition and status are everything mindset down pat.
Looks like these two aren't getting along any better. First Sharon, now Instructor Neidhart. Instructor Sara almost seems like she's spoiling for a fight.
No, I think she just likes to tease them a bit.
Who do we have here? Well, if it isn't Instructor Sara and Instructor Neidhart.
Uh-oh.
Is he now asking them all, oh, let's go get a few drinks together?
Instructor Thomas?
Ah, and young Rean is with you too? Simply marvelous. It looks like you're having a downright jolly time. Would you mind if I joined you?
I'm not sure that would be...
Actually, I was just leaving. Come along, Rean. We need to hurry back to the dorms now.
We do?
Oh, but while we're all together like this, what say we have a few drinks together and enjoy some quality faculty bonding time? I heard the two of you really know how to hold your liquor.
I know a few more that can do even better than that, Thomas.
I'm afraid I really must...
I've actually just been hit with the overwhelming urge to drink alone in my room tonight.
Now, there's no need to be shy. We're all friends here. Oh, I know. Why don't you come along with us, Rean?
Well, technically speaking, Rean is still a minor, so drinking might not be allowed yet. Or else Sara would have already done it.
We can't float a beer your way quite yet, but I'd be happy to treat you to something else.
No, it's quite all right.
Yeah, going out drinking without alcohol, what's the point? Then you can better have a nice, cozy get-together when you're at home.
You teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
Nice one, Rean. Puts her in front of that train and let Thomas run her over.
No, Rean, well, wait! What kind of heartless monster are you? Get back here, Rean Schwarzer!
Well, shall we be off?
I couldn't possibly. I need to depart early tomorrow morning, so I really must insist.
Oh, it's gonna be a date between Thomas and Sara then? Oh, it's gonna bite us in the ass, isn't it? She's gonna retaliate. A Midsummer's Revels. Hang out in the dormitory, stay... No, we'll hang out in the dormitory, just for the possibility of some extra text. And I'm pretty sure if we stayed in a room, we'll just continue on the story as is. Appears to be a vacant room. Well, at the moment. Who knows what the future will bring. Ah, good evening, Rean. Oh, hey there, Machias. Still studying, huh? That's great, but make sure to call it a night before it gets too late. Oh, don't worry, I will. Once it starts getting warmer, it'll probably be easier to focus on studying during the mornings and evenings. That's why I figured it'd be a good idea to start easing myself into new studying hours right now. I see. Looking around, I can't help but be impressed how nice and tidy your room is. I guess that shouldn't be a surprise though. You've always seemed like the type to keep everything in its place. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Of course. Well, it's just easier to concentrate in a clean room. You should keep yours in order too. A clean room is a relaxing place. Yeah, I should probably take your advice to heart there. Heimdall's summer festival is right around the corner now. Oops, I'm starting to get distracted. No time to think about things like that when I need to focus on studying. Well, I got the proper mindset of a student. Rean, however, also knows that sometimes you just have a little time to relax a little bit. Oh, I have to admit, I'm a little sad I won't be able to go to the summer festival this year. Since I grew up in Heimdall, I look forward to it every summer. That and what? Oh, just forget I said anything. I have a feeling there's gonna be a big story coming up with Elliot being in the lead. Oh well, now that's not time to be thinking about the summer festival anyway. We've got our practical exam and another field study coming up. And then I've got the Wind Orchestra concert next month. I've got no shortage of things to focus on, and I feel like I have to do all of them. You do. You definitely do. Oh, what you're drawing, Gaius? I think the sequel to his 50 Shades of Grey painting. At least that's what it looks like it. Ah, I came up with a great idea for a painting during our field study last month. I'm in the middle of roughing out the composition for it at the moment. Ah, nice. I look forward to seeing the finished piece. Sorry to say, but this one is gonna take me a while. I have plenty of other projects to work on too, so I'm planning on doing this painting at a nice, relaxed pace. But don't worry, I plan on showing all of you when it's done, so I hope you'll look forward to it. Oh, sounds good to me. I came up with a great idea for a painting during our field study last month. I can only hope it will end up looking as good as it does in my head. Well, if you take all the time you need, I'm sure it will. Ooh, we're even allowed to use his room. Just like that. Awesome. Hey, what are you up to, Eustace? I'm cleaning my horse riding gear. It got dirtier than I expected while I was riding on the highway today. Well, at least it looks like you're having fun in the riding club. And I'm really wondering if Eustace's horse surpassed Whitecomb? Because that's what they went out there on the highway for. I can understand that though. Riding those horses across the North Highlands on our field study felt fantastic. It really did. If we ever had the opportunity to do it so again, I certainly wouldn't complain. How should I spend the day tomorrow? I always wind up far too much free time when the riding club doesn't meet. Well, we are going to the old schoolhouse, so there will definitely be something for you to do. And with your noble command, you will definitely be a nice party member. It's rare to hear you sigh like that. I'm feeling tired, that's all. Lately, between swimming lessons and club practice, I feel like I spend more time in the water than out. I guess I still have a way to go. Her clash with Fee must still be bothering her. Calling it a day a little earlier than usual feels like a smart choice right now. I shall have to quite a ways to go. Ooh. Fee? Why are you sitting there? Or is that like a real-life action doll of her? Oh, Rean. Are you okay, Fee? You're kind of spacing out there. I'm fine. Did you miss something? Oh, not really. I just want... Wait. What are you sitting on? Weapons, explosives, all that good stuff. Whoa. Just be careful with those. Oh, I know how to handle them. That's probably a bad thing, though. Oh, nothing. I'm gonna sleep. Night. Yeah, good night. I'm gonna sleep. Night. Wanna sleep together? I've gotta go. Really, Rean? Just a friendly, nightcap. Why not? Oh, it definitely feels like summer here now that our swimming lessons have started. I was thinking about going to the boutique tomorrow to buy some new clothes, but I don't know if I should. We're almost always in our uniforms, so there probably isn't that much point. Our summer uniforms are fairly comfortable too. I guess I shouldn't buy trendy clothes if I won't have a chance to wear them. It's logical, but still disappointing. Yeah, as he does make a good point. That's also my reason for not buying any of the DLC just yet. Because they look nice, but I feel like in the scenes that we are working for the Academy, we should wear our uniforms, because that would be more iconic, if I might say so. I don't know if at some point that will change. At that time, it might be nice to have some different types of clothing to wear. And then will be the right time to buy some of those. I wonder how my grandfather's doing, actually. I can see the Highlands being cool in the summer, but they're supposed to be really cold as soon as it hits fall. I'm a little worried about him now. Maybe I should talk to Sharon about this. Go for it. Maybe you can plan a visit in one of the weekends. Oh, good evening, Rean. Evening, Emma. Say, aren't those cards the kind of people use for fortune telling? That's right. They're called tarot cards. My grandmother taught me how to use them. Girls really seem to be into that fortune telling stuff, huh? Well, how about you read my fortune? Just something simple is fine, of course. Something simple. Okay, let's go with this then. Emma thoroughly shuffled her cards and then picked one. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. This card represents chance, change, and turning points in your life. So, a general reading would suggest that you're approaching a major turning point in your life. Are we getting to the point of where we started the game, with the dual cannons? Because I feel like that is a major turning point. That's a bit vague, isn't it? Sorry, I'm still learning the finer points of reading the cards. I am rather curious about this result, though. I suppose I need more practice with the cards. There are multiple ways each result can be interpreted, so seeing the truth of a reading can be difficult to master. I guess I'll ask you for another reading sometime then. Feel free to. Alright. Will be cool that every time we have a chance to go to the dormitory that we can actually ask for a reading. Is that the one we've looked up together during that bonding event? Maybe. If it is, that would be a really cool touch. Another vacant room? And Sara is actually not in. She's actually out on a drink with Thomas. I feel so sorry for her. He's probably a nice guy, but I don't know why, but I fear for her existence right now. Alright. It's probably Sarah's room. No, Sharon's room, sorry. I'm back. Woohoo! It's been a while since I got this plastered. Oh, don't tell me you and Instructor Neidhart were trying to outdrink each other. Ah, of course not. He hardly could even drink anything. Now, Instructor Thomas, though, wow. You'd have seen him drain those beers. I did my best to rise to the challenge, of course, but he just kept chucking away. It's like the booze didn't even faze him. Well, knowing you, I'm sure you'll shake it off after a good night rest. Really though, have you ever thought of maybe drinking in moderation? I think I've heard of it before, long ago. I'm not sure what she thinks I'm talking about, but I doubt this is what I actually said. Mate, where's that water I asked for? Oh, don't you think I'll forget this, Thomas? I'll drink you and your fogged up glasses under the table one day. Why am I not surprised? It's alcohol that's triggered her competitive side. Well, I do have to say, Didn't expect that from Thomas. I thought it was going to be an extreme lightweight, in all honesty. Oh, Lady Sara returned home a few moments ago. Master Neidhart was even such a gentleman as to escort her back too. I see. Well, I guess it does take a gentleman to escort a stone-dead drunk back home when he's plenty busy himself. It would seem that Lady Sara had an enjoyable evening drinking with her co-workers. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of joining them sometimes, should the opportunity present itself. I get the feeling she'd place on the list of monster drinkers. Could be. I wonder if such a list actually exists somewhere online, like who of the Legend of Heroes series is the heaviest of drinkers. I don't think Thomas is on the level of Aina, but maybe on Sara's level. I do wonder. They definitely need to make that into a competition, one of these parts. I should prepare some water for Lady Sara. Alternatively, some more alcohol may be pleasing to her. No, keep it with the water, please. Thank you. Alright. That's the entirety of the dormitory. Time for us to hit the hay? I think it is. Should I call it a day? Choosing to rest will cause the day to change and the main story to advance. Let's go for it. Because I think free day and practical exams? Well, practical exams is a little bit further ahead, but you know what I mean. First the day, free time, schoolhouse, evening, then practical exams. Because to be honest, I'm very curious to see where the field study is going to go next time. Another beautiful morning. And old schoolhouse. This month I would like class 7 to simply relax and enjoy themselves. That of course was a joke. Please delve deeper into the old schoolhouse and report back to me. You may begin when you are ready, but be sure you're ready for anything. I am. I did well, let's say tinker a little bit with the quartz, and I really need to get a lot more, but I was out of currency. Childhood friend's intentions. I've known this boy since we were friends, but I have no idea what's on his mind. Lately, to be honest, I'm a bit worried. Would someone be able to give me some advice on how to handle this? I'll be in the upper class dormitory if you can help. Bridget, in regards to Alan, of course. Snapped. Fidelio. Rumor has it that a first year in the photography club, who shall remain nameless, Rex, has been taking pictures of people without their permission and selling them to other students. If this is true, I need to make him stop for his own good, and everyone else's. If you're willing to assist me, please come to the photography club room. Fidelio, year 2. Alright, so as always, we're gonna go to Trista first, which will probably also mean that we have to pick up the childhood friend quest before heading over to Thors Academy. Wow, they sure didn't hold back on the request this time. Looks like the only must do is exploring the old schoolhouse again though. Guess I should start by figuring out which ones to take care of. The old schoolhouse can wait until later. This is the first free day I've had since we switched over to the summer uniforms. It'll probably get hot later, but it's nice right now, so I might as well get the show rolling. Hell yeah. And of course, that means also checking the entire dormitory if anyone's in. And since I don't see Sharon, ooh. I was almost expecting the rest not being here as well. What to draw? Planning on spending the day on your artwork, I take it? Yeah, it's an art club thing. The assignment is to draw something that's important to us and then present our piece to the club. I'm trying to figure out what I should draw though. I wonder if I can help him out with this one. Not yet, I haven't even decided on who to bond with. Having said that, let's check the upstairs and then check who we have the opportunity to bond with today. Sara is not even recuperating today. She's all back to work. Alright, so we have Sara, Gaius, Alyssa, Macias, Eustace, Emma, Fee. Okay, so I'm guessing Fee and Alyssa, because like I said, Alyssa seems to be canon for Rean, so maybe that's really a good one to pick. And in all honesty, I wanna go out of the box with this one, with Sara. Maybe. On the other hand, we could also check who do we need the most linkage with. Fee or Eustace, which we will take them with us to the old schoolhouse, definitely. Can we actually see what the rest has? He's the most interesting one so far, a counter-attack in it. I can abide by that. And I wonder if going back into the old schoolhouse will unlock level 4, or would it be a little bit too soon right now? Because if that's the case, maybe it would be good to take Laura with us as well. Yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself, because it might still be another 2 episodes before we are in the schoolhouse for definite. But yes. Like, we are gonna do Fee, we're gonna do Alyssa. Laura is not an option. Eustace might then be a one to do as well, so that way we are not having to take them with us to the schoolhouse. Mandatory. Yeah, we have plenty of opportunities to choose just yet. Alright, while we're here, we might as well look at Gaius, but I'm not gonna pick him. We're supposed to draw something that's important to us and present it. I'm having trouble figuring out what I should draw though. Let's look at this bonding event. Maybe it'll help if we talked about it together. It just might. I'd appreciate the help. Something important to me. He's drawing Rean? Well, this is about the last thing I expected I'd do when I woke up today. I wanted to practice drawing people anyway, so this works out perfectly. 2 birds, 1 stone, as they say. Well, didn't Vivi suggested to draw her as Linda? That would have been interesting too. You may have a point, but I still kind of embarrassing. I'd say I'd help out though, and I'm not going to back down on my word. Thanks. Oh right, I received a letter from home a few days ago. From Thomas specifically. Oh, that's nice. Hard to believe it's already been a month since we were there. What did he write to you about? Well, he said that everyone's doing well as always. Things are still tense at Zendergate and the Watchtower though. I see. I wonder who that G person behind all this is anyway. He clearly had some kind of objective, but I couldn't say what it was. Everyone has something that they wish to protect in their lives. I want to protect my hometown, my family, and the whole of Class 7. But I don't think it's right to sacrifice others to do so. Yeah, I agree. We've still got a long way to go before we're strong enough to protect everything that's important to us. I'm just glad I have your help, Gaius. Likewise. Wow, I didn't expect this conversation to get so serious. What's wrong? Could you move your head backwards a bit, Rean? You seem to have moved it out of place when we're talking. Oh, sorry about that. Being a model is pretty tough. Your bond with Guy is strengthened. Yes. Sadly, those points will be wasted. I should have something good to turn in for the art club now. Thanks, Rean. Well, might as well go. Ooh, I do wonder what Sara's doing over there. Okay, let's boogie. I wonder what she's heading out into the highway for. I mean, it is her, so I probably don't need to be concerned. Should I follow after her? Let her go? Can I still go after her now, or should I follow after her? Alright, so this was a weird one, because she actually moved to a different location if you decline to watch it. Huh. Very curious. You know what? We just got out here, we might as well just go straight out and watch it with her and see what it is. If it's interesting enough, we might even pick it. Right, let's go. Is she planning on taking all of them on by herself? Looks like I've got no shortage of dance partners today. Alright, time's a-wasting, so let's get started. Hope you can all keep up. Instructor! Rean? What are you doing out here? It's too dangerous to fight this many on your own, let me help. Aww, I'm touched. I think I've got this though, so why don't you just sit back and watch. And begin! There we go, easy peasy. Wow, you beat those monsters so hard I almost felt bad for them. How'd you like that? Willing to admit how awesome and cool your instructor is now? Well, I can't deny your skill at least. So you came out here to train then? Well, pretty much. I wander out here every now and then just to lay into the wildlife. Our girls gotta stay in shape somehow, you know? I guess I look pretty dumb rushing into to try and help you out, huh? That's not entirely true. I appreciate the sentiment at least. Seeing you dashing in, all worried about little old me, it made me smile. Alas, dear Rean, I don't want to break your sweet young heart, but we're teacher and student. It'll never work out. Tragic, how will I ever cope? Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well get in on the fun. Think of it as a special private lesson, just for you. Well, ignoring how staggeringly easy it would be to misinterpret that, sure, I'll join you. In fact, I'd be glad to. Attaboy. Oh, and so, Rean joined Instructor Sara in a wild brawl against the monsters on the highway. And after he spent the last of his stamina, he made his way back to the dorm. Your bond with Instructor Sara has strengthened. Well, call me surprised. I never expected you to be so concerned that you just had to chase after me like that. That didn't end up making for a pretty good training session though. And a tough one at that. I wouldn't mind joining you again though. I'll keep you in mind for next time then. I did really like that, but it didn't show us anything more personal about Sara. And usually when you do these bonding events, it's really nice to have some character growth in them as well, even though it doesn't happen often. I think with Alyssa we probably will get that, because like people have been saying, and I see it myself as well, she's canon as a love interest to Rean. So yeah. Shall we keep this or not? You know what? I'm gonna keep this one. Just because I'm interested to see what happens to those points, because it did say that our bond strengthened with Sara, and I have been hearing that with Towa it's also fine to have the bond strengthened. So I want to keep this just to see if something happens in the future. Maybe she'll join us for a fight or two or anything like that, because when we started the game up, the fight we had Sara in our party. So there is a good chance of that. So I want to see if those points will be translated at that time. And of course, the other two will be Alyssa and Fee. So the rest of us will just watch their sessions, definitely. Alright, let's see what we can see of Trista today. My mommy and daddy argue sometimes too, but they always seem to make up later, so don't worry. My mommy always make up. Yeah, mommy and daddy were fighting today. Do you know how to make them stop fighting, Kurt? This is really sad when you actually listen to it, cause his parents are so much better connected to each other than her parents. Cause her father, he's been an ass, coming in late, not even informing his wife, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's probably thinking that he's providing for them, but there needs to be communication, and a kid cannot solve that. I'm heading out to the Lemaire province for work. I'm trying to finish as much work as possible now I can take some time off for the summer festival. Well, I'm off. Hold down the fort for me when I'm gone. Have a safe trip, darling. Yeah, and this is very representative of this relationship. Like, he's working overtime now, so he can spend extra time with his family when the summer festival is here. And I don't even think that the other girl's father is even thinking about that. He's just thinking all business all the time. Harrison and I will be bringing Kurt to see the summer festival. Unfortunately, Harrison has to leave for Lamar this afternoon in order to get time off work for the festival. I'll be lonely, but I'll just have to bear with it. Harrison won't be back until tomorrow. It's going to be lonely, but I have to bear with it. Yeah, because it's for greater good. And she knows for what it is, so it should be no surprise. It's just a really nice extra gift when the summer festival is here. Looks like a popular bet is 1-4. Wait, no, Lumber Blitz always gives him a hard time. Maybe not a good idea. You always seem to be betting on the horse races, but have you ever actually won anything? Ah, stow it, or you'll win a knuckle sandwich. Well, if that's another recipe, give me the knuckle sandwich, please. You kids probably haven't heard of it, but there's this big shindig coming up called the Summer Races. The way I see it, I've lost for so many years now that I'm about to be due for some big wins. That's sadly not how it works. Nothing new. Nothing to exchange. Don't see anything interesting here yet. But a lot of beautiful quartz. Yeah. When we get to the old schoolhouse, I'm hoping that they'll drop a lot of new material again. God, I feel like we could really make something nice happen here with this. Because especially with, like for this, like a good soul blur with P+3, just out of the bat. It will cost us 2 soul blurs and a new material, but I think it would be a very nice one to have. Yeah, and I think if we... Sandy Force? Crescent Mirror? I think if we can exchange all the cores that we are carrying right now for things like these, like with extra stats, I think that would be a great step up in the right direction. Because just all the extra stats, it's extra. That's why it would be so amazing. Effort. Gives us a 70% chance to make a superb dish while cooking. Interesting. I think I've seen this in the first episode as well, but it's still interesting to me. This one's also very nice. Causes strength to go down with 25%. 15% chance. Less of movement. Speed breaker. Again, a lot of nice little extra ones. Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind, definitely. There's no end to see at Heimdall Summer Festival. I believe that the first day of the festival is a free day at the Academy as well. So we get a chance to go to the Summer Festival? You might want to use that as a chance to attend. Oh, I'm planning to if the option is there, old man Euler. Definitely. Trista's only a stop on the train from Heimdall, so why not go see the festival? Good idea. Even flowers have their own personalities, right down to the soil they prefer and how much sun they need. So while you can get on their bad side, you can also make up with them if you treat them properly afterwards. Just like people, I suppose. While personalities can clash and lead to arguments, making up is always possible. It's just as true for flowers as it is for people. This would be a very good saying that we should pass by Fee and Laura? Oh my, is this a photo book of the North Highlands? I heard that things got awfully tense up there last month, but these photos don't give off that impression at all. It looks so peaceful with all those horses and sheep walking around. I hope I can make a trip up there someday. You should. If the tensions aren't that high, it's a really beautiful place. Kay's been studying pretty hard these days. Something must have inspired him to hit the books because he doesn't skip a day now. I knew he was a smart boy, he just needed to apply himself. Or get a crush on the local nurse. A nurse, I mean nun. I always knew Kay would do well if he actually tried. He's my son after all. And hey, they say scolding your children every day doesn't accomplish anything. I think it depends on the child, let's be honest. Swimming strategies, yes. Military mania. Erebonian art history. And still... coffee. Ooh, this is different. Thank you very much. This is a recipe you've never seen before. Roasted coffee. Ooh, nice. We did do sandwich, right? Yeah, okay. Always a chance of me doubting myself. Wow, this book is Gaius all over. I should tell him about it later. Yes, give me the points. 100 points is actually pretty decent for a book like this. Fee knows a lot about this stuff, huh? Maybe I should recommend this to her. And there she is. Yeah, that counterattack fits her well. Right. One more. It's about how to improve your swimming form. It's kind of confusing without someone to show you the motions though. Maybe Laura could help me with that. On our way. Alright. Perfect. Alright. So that means that we get into the old schoolhouse. We do have some extra recipes we can try out. Let's see. Fresh herbs. And for this one, flaky potato. We might need to bring a few extra, just in case. Kay passed by earlier and said he was going to the church. Kay, the same boy I always have to drag along to Sunday school because he does everything he can to get out of going. Something's fishy here, no question about it. There's absolutely no way Kay will be willing to go to church without some sort of ulterior motive. Something is definitely up. Right there with you, Tyzel. I'm sure that Master Gwyn will be overjoyed to receive a thoughtful gift from you, Lady Alyssa. I do hope that you can find something suitable. I'm really not sure what to pick. Yeah, this is another one we definitely want to see. Heimdall's Summer Festival is drawing closer. I'm sure that many students will be making their way here on the first day to be part of the excitement. Perhaps that's why we've had so many of them stopping in to buy trendy clothes lately. I hope they all have a lovely time over there. I believe the first day of the festival is on a free day at the Academy too. I do hope that everyone who can attend enjoys themselves. Anything interesting? Ooh, definitely something interesting. Maybe I should start looking into who I want to bring with me into the old schoolhouse, because we don't have a lot of mirror. So that's definitely gonna hinder us when it comes to the equipment we want to buy. I might also want to check if we can buy some weapons too. Which I think will probably be for the next field study, so maybe just only the shirts. So it would technically be 4,500 per person, 8,000, 1,600, that's 4. So technically we're coming around 2,000 short for everyone we can take into the old school ones, because we can have 4 main and 2 reserve. But I definitely don't have enough for the entire party. Right. Yeah, definitely something to think about. I'll be back with you really soon, Alyssa. Ah, right. Time to buy some gear for the festival. Yukatas, sandals, fans. You cannot beat it. Why in the world would you need any of that? Yeah, here, it's a festival. You cannot go to the festival without Yakuta. They're having a commemorative concert at some garden party? Oh, that's not the proper festival then. Oh, Becky. It seems as though she has the wrong type of festival in mind. Correct her, Hugo? You are her friend, right? Doesn't seem like Alyssa and Ferris have spent time together outside of the lacrosse club. I guess that makes sense, but they probably get along way better if they got to know each other a little more. Oh well, I'm sure it'll happen before too long. It'd be nice to see those two spend a free day like this with each other. St. Estrella's girls' school in Heimdall also has a lacrosse club. It was given a choice to go there, but I opted for Thors due to its broad offerings of sport clubs. I would like to visit the school one day, however. I've heard good things. Speaking of St. Estrella, I wonder if my letters arrived yet. Oh, it did. And it blew her socks off. Oh, we didn't even practice today, yet we still spent our whole day discussing lacrosse. Although, to be fair, that's not entirely unusual for us. Ah, thanks a lot. I'll take this over to the church. Ah, gotcha. It's pretty heavy, so be careful. Good luck with getting everything sorted for the performance. Tysel's been really looking forward to it. Oh, don't worry. We'll do our very best. The Wind Orchestra can set up performance on our own, so we rely on a lot of people to make it happen. That's even more reason to make sure we give it our best that we possibly can. Sounds like there's gonna be another performance at the church this year. Tysel's pretty excited about it too, so I gotta make sure she can go see it. Sounds like there's gonna be another performance this year. Royal Sable, yes. Let's see, fresh herbs and flaky potato. And for the rest, I think it's just nope, that's the accessories, alright. So that is already on the nice level when we get to the old school house. Alright, You know what? I'm gonna leave the episode right here. We still have so many people to talk to in town. We have a little about halfway of Trista to finish, and then the entirety of Thors Academy, plus at least the 2 optional tasks we still have laying for us in the ready. But next episode we're gonna start off with our bonding event with Alyssa. I think that would be a good thing to start off with. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we explore more of Trista on our free day off. See you then. Bye bye.